After an extraordinary meeting, the Supreme Court Collegium recommended the transfer of Justice Yashwant Verma, judge of the Delhi High Court, following reports regarding the discovery of huge amounts of unaccounted cash in his official residence. Justice Verma is recommended to be transferred to the Allahabad High Court, his parent High Court. It's understood from those privy to the development that the transfer is not the final step, and it's only a preliminary action, with the authorities considering further actions as per the law. In-house inquiry procedures against the judge has been initiated. As per the in-house inquiry procedure adopted by the Supreme Court of India, when there are allegations against a High Court judge, the Chief Justice of India, after a preliminary inquiry, forms a committee of 3 Supreme Court judges to inquire into the matter, after seeking the response of the judge in question. Based on the report of the in-house panel, further action can be taken. A High Court judge can be removed from office only through an impeachment motion passed by the Parliament. No judge has been impeached in India's history, bear in mind. Though some have faced proceedings, they resigned before completion. During a fire that broke out in the residential bungalow of the Delhi High Court judge in question, a huge pile of cash was recovered from the bungalow. Justice Yashwant Verma was not in town when the fire had broken out. The judge's family members called the fire brigade and the police. After the fire was doused, the first responders, while going through the rooms, found huge amounts of cash inside one of those rooms. And that led to official entries being made about the recovery of what, according to the Daily, is unaccounted money.
The issue of corruption within the judiciary is a very serious issue, and this is not something that has been articulated by senior counsel and lawyers in this country for the first time. It's been going on for years, and public statements have been made. So I think that it's time for the Supreme Court to start looking at issues of how the appointment process should take place, that it should be more transparent, appointments should be more carefully done. There's another judge of the Allahabad High Court, as you know, against whom the Collegium called him for an explanation, and he chose not to respond to their direction that he should apologize. This is what I've heard. I mean, I'm not myself privy to any of this. And thereafter, the Supreme Court Collegium has kept quiet. Now, that also sends a wrong signal. If these facts are correct, if these facts are not correct, then of course my statement is also inaccurate. But it sends a wrong signal. That means that a judge can say what he wants to say, and conduct himself in whatever manner he wants to conduct himself, and the Collegium will remain silent and not take any proactive action. That also sends a wrong signal to the public at large, because corruption is a serious issue, not just within the judiciary, but in society.
This morning we have read about a shocking case of huge amounts of cash unearthed at the residence of a judge of the Delhi High Court. Earlier, 50 members of Parliament have submitted a notice to you regarding certain remarks that were made by a judge of the Allahabad High Court. You yourself have repeatedly called into question the urgency for judicial accountability. You have in fact directed the Leader of the House on this issue. So I request that you please make some observations on this and give necessary directions to the government to come up with a proposal for increasing judicial accountability.
Right, now we have my colleague Piyush Pandey joining us on the phone line for more. Piyush, talk to us. No judge in the history of India has been impeached. What are the latest proceedings telling you?
Yes, Krishna, no judge actually.
Piyush, can you hear us?
Krishna, can you hear me?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, Krishna, Supreme Court on Friday initiated an in-house inquiry into Delhi High Court Justice Yashwant Verma after a huge pile of unaccounted cash was recovered from his residence. And that is a source-based news, basically, because the Supreme Court not given any official release for this act. And Apex Court has also sought a report from Delhi High Court from Chief Justice Devendra Kumar Upadhyay. And both acts has been taken today morning after the news spread in media against Justice Yashwant Verma. And, a fire at the judge house and had last Friday, and recovery of cash by the firefighters. And after that, the collegium initiated an action. They sought a response to Justice Yashwant Verma. And now today, the full court has taken decision. The initiate in-house inquiry, and also sought a response to Delhi High Court Chief Justice. One more thing is there. The full court taken that step unanimously agreed to an in-house probe with the transfer, as the first step was taken by Collegium, and there is no official any release by Supreme Court of Collegium step, and the government is also not issued any notification of transfer of Justice Verma. Meanwhile, Justice Verma did not hold court today, and his court staff revealed that in open court that he was on leave. That is the all things happened today, and before that, you are aware about the last Friday the fire was happened in his house, and the firefighters was there when the huge amount was.
That's right. Piyush Pandey there joining us with the latest on that big story. Thank you, Piyush.